So, welcome back, and we are continuing our little adventure as the hoaxster.
You know, the guy who's totally not Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, fat Ozzy Osbourne.
Kumquats.
You know, the kumquat tree. So, this is actually the part I wanted to show Emily a lot, because this is colonial times America.
Oh god.
And so there's a lot of, like, funny little historical jokes in here.
Oh god. I'm scared.
You'll see a couple of your
It's
forefathers.
totally covered with crud. Making it dirtier won't help.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Don't worry about that, folks. I mean, you wouldn't have seen anything anyway, I guess. Some behind-the-scenes magic. Oh, man. Look at the mailbox.
It's closed.
Well, then open it, Huggy.
You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once.
Okay, so... where would you use that later, Emily?
Are you... Where would I use that letter?
Do you have a general idea?
Yeah.
Don't feel like talking, huh?
Yep.
Vow of silence or something, probably right.
So...
Well, that's cool.
yeah, so I have something for
I
Red.
have something for Red Edison.
You gotta talk to the mummies, Emily. The people need to have conversations.
Well, I guess,
You
you know,
wouldn't be him, would you?
with mummy rights and everything, you know, mummy civil rights.
Hey, check your non-mummy privilege. I don't know.
check your living privilege.
Yep.
Wow. You can't have that in games these days.
Why not?
Because apparently butts are offensive.
Oh
It's
man,
covered
butts are the
with
best.
Plans and junk.
Well, we found Red Edison.
Hey, what is it? You look kind of familiar.
Of course I do. I'm Red Edison, the inventor, not to mention owner of this inn. Perhaps you've seen my picture in some important scientific journal. Then again, maybe not.
You can tell a lot about a man with his t-shirt with a flaming skull.
Do you know Ben Franklin?
Franklin? I would never associate with that overstuffed goofball.
Oh.
He has the stupidest idea about glasses with one red lens and one blue one.
Bifocals.
What are
know.
you
3D
doing?
glasses.
I know, but
Yeah.
I'm inventing
Joke.
you,
Yeah.
simpleton.
Yeah.
What's it look like I'm doing?
I know an inventor who looks a bit like you.
Well, it's not one of my sons, that's for sure. It appears that I, Red Edison, foremost genius of my day, am to be the last in a long line of gifted inventors. My nearly indistinguishable sons have decided that they want to be artists. I think it was Jed's idea. Or is it Ned? Ah, well, the left-handed one at any rate. Must be some sort of bad blood on their mother's side.
or maybe your mother is your cousin.
What are you inventing?
Mother's your cousin. This is colonial times. You had very limited stock.
I'm just saying, you know, it's like
Well, see you later.
in colonial
You
times.
might if you cut that hair a bit shorter.
It's like in colonial times. It's like, you know, you got the neighborhood. It's like in the middle of frickin' nowhere, and it's you and your neighbor.
Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself. Now all I need is oil, vinegar, and some gold.
Well, you know, the usual.
Hey! Only employees are allowed to use that lab coat.
Anyway, what I was saying about incestual colonial times is you got your neighbor, you're like the only one for 50 miles, cars haven't been invented yet, so it's like, hey, who cares if your neighbor happens to be your cousin? You're gonna date the girl next door.
Quite literally. What's this do? What's this chord do, Emily? You know, classic Ahuga.
Here I
noises.
am, don't get your carols in an uproar. Excuse me, Mr. Washington.
Oh, I believe, yeah. Okay, you're supposed to...
Don't touch that, I'm trying to straighten up.
Yeah, okay, you're supposed to call her later to distract her from something. Oh, right, yes, this. I want that soap.
Aha!
Oh,
Get away from that. It's a good thing I finished them there quickly. Now scram.
Oh.
They just don't make founding fathers like they used to.
so I guess she kind of assumes you're George Washington. Now, if I remember correctly, is his pants torn? This is... Oh, no, it's just his pocket.
Oh.
So, I think what you're supposed to do is that. And then... No, I don't want to push it.
Here I am, don't get your carols in an uproar.
The usual.
Excuse me, Mr. Washington.
I guess she's got short
Boy,
sight.
what a mess.
So now
I
she
get
takes
it.
a bit longer, and then you grab the soap. No, show me the soap. And then I think...
No way, I'd be busted for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
For sure.
Freaking 90s. It's just
He's-
dribbling with 90s
He's
charm.
from
I told
California.
you guys, I'll get to the flag next. I'm working as fast as I can.
This is that flag lady. What's her
Hey,
name?
chill.
That's your
Betsy
Ross.
Ross.
Take your
There we go.
time.
Don't tell me you've got another design change for the flag.
I've got another design change for the flag.
How do you like the...
What's the current brainstorm from our fickle founding fathers?
I like the peace sign.
Oh, that's definitely the most un-American 200 years later.
How
Yeah.
about a skull with, like, scorpions in its mouth?
Oh, what the heck. At this point, I'd do anything just to have it over with. Put the pattern on the table, and I'll look at it when I'm done with this job.
That sounds amazing.
That would be a badass.
Like, imagine it. We could be actual Mad Max. I mean, we're on our way to that anyway. What
Okay.
with the apocalypse and all.
So, okay, so there we needed this for something. Got a wine bottle. Rap sheet thief, so I guess we just steal a lot of items. Do we need these kite plans,
I don't
or I need to
understand
change?
that technical stuff. Hey, what's that on the plans? It looks like a secret backwards message.
I
It's just a coffee stain.
I can't get over the fact that this is like
Nah, there's printer's ink on the sheets.
You can't get over the fact?
the fact that this is obviously not a boy voicing this character. It doesn't even sound remotely like a boy. It sounds like a
hi,
50-year-old man
Horsey.
trying to sound like a boy.
By yourself.
What?
Wow, you can talk. Wow, so can you. What a coincidence.
What?
Is this some kind of a trick? I don't do magic. I'm just a horse.
Oh, because in colonial
Nice
times,
tea.
horses talked.
Thanks.
Can you prove otherwise?
I paid quite a bit for them.
Oh, I get it. They're George Washington.
What's a nice horse like you doing in a place like this?
George Washington and his
Hey,
teeth.
I live here. What are you doing here?
Actually read like a funny thing about like the joke is like Americans have been obsessed with clean teeth ever since George Washington and his dentures.
I'm trying to get back to the future and save the world.
The future, huh? And I thought that Franklin guy was off his nut.
Did I mention how great your teeth look?
Thanks again.
I gotta go.
See you later.
So there is something about this. Do I take
It
this?
looks like someone's dentures were in here.
Yeah, so
Hey, I gotta put him somewhere.
yeah. So again, we've got to get the horse to put his dentures in the glass somehow, but so does this look familiar at all?
Question is, which one's stuffed and which one's the real McCoy?
I assure you that we are both real, but we are neither one of us McCoys. We are Edisons, Ned and Jed.
Who's who?
Does it really matter?
Wow.
Even our dear father can't tell us apart. He only knows that one of us is left-handed while the other is right, but that neither of us are following in his tiny scientific footsteps. Hold still, Jed. So, I'm almost too frightened to ask, Are you the marble delivery man? Or the model?
I'm the model. Should I take my clothes off now?
No.
No, you most definitely should not.
Like, I don't know if that was just
We
comedy,
couldn't get your
comedic
body
timing,
shape right anyway,
or if that
unless we
was just
cemented
because of
two
like
slabs
the
of
restrictions of
marble
the,
together. But
you know,
then
the
your
game,
statue would have a
because it
big
like sometimes
skin.
takes a while to load a sound
That's
clip.
okay. It would have one anyway.
Look, don't call us. We'll call you.
Dang. I'm the delivery man. Okay if I unload in here?
You guys want to use some punctuation in your?
Actually, we're well supplied with medium, so thank you, no.
It's nice to know that they were using run-on sentences before Twitter and Facebook.
This ain't medium. It's the extra large stuff.
Topical.
Please go away. We artists are very sensitive to your kind of people.
What do you mean your kind of
What
people?
kind of people?
Big, dumb people.
I'm no marble delivery man, but rock is my life.
I mean,
I'm sure that's terribly amusing. Where you're from. Where exactly did you come from?
from Boston.
The future. Kind of spooky sounding, ain't it? Ooh, the future. I'm from the future. Look out.
Gosh, it would be so nice if you weren't here anymore.
Well, isn't he crass?
Sorry, hope I haven't jostled you.
Okay, so this is the statue inside the security lady's room.
Too late.
Oh! Oh!
Let's push him.
Wow, doesn't even blink.
Please do not perturb my model.
I'll perturb anything I want. Why do I have a can opener?
That's a good question.
Soap him!
I don't wanna.
Okay.
Wow.
So we want this hammer. But, can't remember how to get it. I do... Okay, so, yeah, that's part of the gag. There's, like, that's the right-handed hammer. You want to swap it up with the left-handed hammer.
Oh, you know, because that makes a difference.
And I want this squeaky toy as well. Of course.
Yipe.
That just, you know, classic
Wow.
animation sequences. Oh, man, that bed. I mean, that butt. I was looking at the bed.
Oh,
when I said it.
I was wondering,
Oh, yep. There we go.
wow. That was disturbing.
Well, you know.
It's too complicated for. It's blocked up with somebody's bed.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've pretty much explored, at least we've given this area once through. Oh, here's some of the founding fathers.
Oh, look at that. Can you put a suggestion in the suggestion box?
Yes, you can.
The Constitutional Convention invites your comments, critiques, amendment to the Constitution.
Ooh, we should put in a second amendment about guns or something.
I think we should put in a second
Yeah.
amendment that every citizen has the right to bear claws.
Bear arms. What's up, you
What's
cold?
up, you cold?
Cold? I'm freezing.
Why don't you build a fire?
Well, I keep asking Jefferson to build a fire, but he won't. Says he needs the log for posterity and won't part with it.
He's going to give the log to starving children?
I don't get any respect around here. Why, I bet if George I spent the winter in Valley Forge, Washington was cold, we'd get some heat in here.
How come you sign your name so big?
Astigmatism.
You mean you have like a childhood complex?
Alright, the truth is that a friend once told me that women go crazy over guys with a big signature.
It's good to know that, you know, that bull
Awesome
is...
blanket there, dude.
Thank you. It was given to me by my dear old colorblind Aunt Hattie.
It's good to know that bullcrap was
What are you guys
around
doing
before
in here?
magazines.
We're writing writing the...
We're drafting a constitution for the United States.
Don't say draft. You'll only make me colder.
Wimp.
It's you and me.
Why don't you
You're
have
the-
some
you're the
hot
warm
coffee?
one.
Oh, I can't stand coffee. It makes me irritable and want to bang my head against the walls.
That sounds like a serious medical condition. I think you should look into
Have you
that.
tried decaffeinated coffee?
I'm talking about decaf.
I'm pretty sure you should go see a doctor.
Well, I gotta go, dude.
Then again, maybe even back then, medical was an arm and a leg.
So that was John Hancock. Here's Thomas Jefferson, and there's good old George. GW, as we call him.
Hey,
I don't know who does
Goldberg
it,
and
but-
Spiffy, my name's Hoagie.
Let's finish talking to these guys. We'll call it an episode, huh?
I am, of course, Thomas Jefferson, noted scholar, musician, horseman, student of the sciences, member of the bar.
Wow.
Oh, sure, I've heard of
Renaissance
you,
man.
dude.
Shh. Don't get many of those anymore.
What's in the can, Tommy?
Thomas. My name is Thomas, and this, my chubby friend, is a time capsule, filled with remembrances of our time to be revealed 400 years hence.
Convenient time placement, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, is that like the Constitution?
Right now, it's just a constitution, I'm afraid. We hit a slight creative block right after the preamble. That's why we put up a suggestion box over there.
It's not a good idea, dude. That's why the British Army now has a boat.
Later.
Named Boaty McBoatface.
Yeah, the internet
going to
knows
happen
that
later?
constitutions and suggestion boxes aren't. Oh, I see. Gold-plated quill. So we found our gold.
Hey.
Hey, keep your hands off that.
Well, you guys don't need it.
They don't seem to have gotten too far.
And let's all speak to Mr. George.
Is-
Excuse me. Yes?
Yes.
Grrr.
Whoa, you're like George Washington.
Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington.
I don't get it.
Does Mrs. Washington know you wear so
It's
much
just
makeup?
because he's just being
One
he's just
must
being
wear
right.
makeup
Oh.
when one receives the phenomenal amount of media attention that I do. It's quite likely that I'll be president soon, you know. Do you think I should be the ecology president or the education president?
Depends on how many cherry trees you chop down.
Well, I am quite the adept
What
tree
president was he?
cutter. Men still tell tales of my youthful prowess.
What?
What president was he? Was he? Because I imagine he was in ecology, considering the junk that has to come out and play later.
I do.
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby.
Oh, but all there are
But
are
as you
kumquat
can
trees.
see, there isn't. I only cut down cherry trees.
Oh,
Family
man.
tradition, you understand. Cherries only. There's nothing out there but cedar and kumquats.
Dude, your health must be jacked up if all you ever chop down are cherry trees. Eat nothing but cherries your entire life?
Well, he's just chopping him down. Oh, well, now we met the forefathers, we may as well take a break here. We'll continue this next time on the game players of animations.
You wanna try that again?
The animators that play the games.
One more time.
Game maters.
Good enough.
Good night.
Good night.